I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. I really don't give a damn about Matthew Perry. I'm sorry that anybody died. I'm sorry that anybody had a drug addiction, but I really don't care when the whole federal government looks the other way regarding the criminal complicity of Big Pharma. Why am I supposed to care about Matthew Perry? Matthew Perry was driving me nuts towards the end of his pathetic life when he would go on all these shows and yell, "I'm an addict. You don't understand. I'm an addict. I'm an addict." Okay, you're an addict. But he wasn't doing anything to stop the addiction, apparently, and maybe that's the problem with it. But I want you to understand something. Yes, I believe we should do something to try to address people. But there comes a point when people have to understand and recognize that when you elect to become a drug addict, somebody somewhere has to decide, I'm going to now embark into this world. I'm going to traverse this barrier from non-user into drug addict. I'm going to go from here to there. You got it? I'm going to go from here to there. And I know about this. I'm a smart person. I make $20 million a year for the rest of my life doing nothing, from being some part of some half-baked TV series. There's nothing that special about me. I'm very smart. I'm very wise. And I'm going to do this. And whatever happens to be next, I understand I'm assuming this. Because unless somebody, and by the way, sometimes these things happen, and I am in no way conversant with Matthew Perry's ills. He could have gone to a doctor. He might have had some surgery. He might have had something where he was initially prescribed something. I have no earthly idea. I don't understand. I don't know. I don't mean these people harm. I don't mean these people any type of ill will. But I'm tired of pretending that for some reason I've got to drop what I'm doing and pay homage to people because they're addicts. I live in a world right now where I am immersed in drugs and drug addicts, and most of the people who are involved in drugs that are legally prescribed by Big Pharma. If I meet one more kid, one more person screaming, "I have anxiety," popping whatever the hell they're popping, I don't know what I'm going to do. We have lost control of ourselves. There's something wrong with us. There's always been alcoholism. There's always been drug abuse. But there's something different going on. And now when somebody claims to be an addict, we almost hold them up to some position like, oh, back off. Back off. Don't say anything. He's an addict. Okay, I'm sorry. But you're telling me that the feds are going after, of all people, his dealers when they know exactly what happened during Big Pharma? Big Pharma that brought us the original opioids. And by the way, fentanyl is a great drug, but the stuff that people are seeing on the street is not fentanyl. It's something else. It may be called that. It's synthetic something. But you mean to tell me when Big Pharma made billions and has made billions through COVID manias, through all type of regular overuse and overprescription of drugs left and right. Do you mean that this, whoever these queen ketamines are, that this is really something other than some theoretical production number, some parade, some pavane, some dance, some symbolic what? Cavalcade of law enforcement? What is this all about? If you really want to go after what's going on, go after Mexico. Go after the cartels that bring this crap in. You know, years ago, we had this fellow. He was a very important actor, Philip Seymour Hoffman. Very sad, very tragically, died from heroin overdoses or an overdose. And that was on TV at the time. And NYPD was looking for the individual responsible. He's responsible. Oh, no. I mean, the pusher, the dealer. He's responsible. So I was doing a TV show at the time, and I said, by the way, I know who did it. I said, Hamid Karzai and the Afghanistan. That's where the poppy fields are. That's where the drug fields are that American servicemen and American soldiers are protecting. Would you stop this game? We go after a few people for some parade, some make-believe stance like, look, we're doing something. It's like when they used to arrest Al Capone. It looked good. Drug abuse is a problem that is so pervasive, so incredibly, what's the word? So expansive that we can't even get our minds around it. But to suggest that this means something is an embarrassment. It embarrasses and insults our intelligence. The federal government has never wanted to stop anything involving drugs, drug abuse, drug cartels, drug networks, drug syndicates. Stop it. Crime and drugs are huge money makers. Money. Everybody benefits. Everybody. There also comes another issue which we're going to have to deal with again. Do you believe that people have the inherent natural right to kill themselves with drugs? And the answer is yes. Yes, you do. Yes. I cannot stop you from killing yourself. But if I ever really want to stop drugs, stop their proliferation, stop their availability, I've got to do a number of things. First, stop pretending I'm doing something with these titular raids and arrests. Number two, go after the people who are really responsible for this. And that's foreign countries and cartels and elsewhere. And also, start with Big Pharma. Big Pharma has done more to destroy, and the medical community and the psychiatric community has done more to screw more people up permanently and indelibly. So while I appreciate the fact that Matthew Perry was a talented actor who got on my nerves, his character, who he was, look, I don't mean anybody any harm, but he's not a hero. He didn't do anything that great. He was an actor. There's a million actors, and it's tragic what happened to him. But you're telling me that I'm supposed to not see through what the government and the feds are doing? You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Just like with Philip Seymour Hoffman. It's Afghanistan. Oh, don't say that. There's more people. There was a case here of this poor little girl. She was at a daycare center, and she got into something that had fentanyl on it, or the synthetic, died immediately. You're not going after anybody who's providing that kid or that family the drugs. No. But if it's somebody in Hollywood, well, we're going to get to the bottom of that. The hypocrisy makes me sick.